Okay, so let's begin and prepare for practice. We're going to step up to the top of the mat. Bring the feet to touch. So the big toes are touching and there's a little bit of space between your heels. Okay, let's prepare by pushing your feet down into the floor so you can feel a rebounding of your spine up and out of the pelvis. Right? And from the front, you're going to draw the lower belly in. From the back, you're going to activate the glutes. That's all you need to know for now, right? So follow along. We're going to go through 5 sun salutations, right? Inhale, reach your arms up overhead, join your hands together, and look up to the thumbs. Exhale, you're going to bend from the hips, bend the knees a little or a lot if you need to take the hands to the floor. Inhale, lift your head and chin up, look a little forward. On your exhale, place your hands flat and step back into high plank. Top of a push-up, right? From here, we'll lower the knees to the floor. We'll do a mild form of chaturanga. Good. So lift your chin, look forward. Make sure your arms hug in to the sides of the body as you lower to the floor. Pointing the toes back. Let's prepare for our first back bend. So you want to push down through the feet so the kneecaps lift. Press your pubic bone into the ground and lift your chest. Use the strength of the back of the body. And on the exhale, tuck your toes under. Push with the hands. And let's come up onto the hands and knees. And we'll prepare for downward dog. So drop the head. And start to push with your hands and lift your kneecaps. And take your hips back and up. Right? So I'm assuming if you're watching this video, you're very new to yoga. So to make your downward dog a little bit easier, I would probably bend the knees a little bit. Okay? And the main thing you want to know is to take your hips back and then just try to straighten the arms. And we'll hold, right? So normally we hold for about 5 breaths. Let's say this is already about 2 breaths. Let's go to 3. And then just let your head be heavy. Just looking between the knees, all right? Or look towards your belly. No strain. 4. Good. Make sure you keep sucking the lower belly in. Good. If you get tired at any point, you can always bring the knees to the floor and do like a baby style of downward dog, right? Just get used to this, to the practice. And 5, all right? From here, I'm going to look forward and walk up. So initially, when you're new to yoga, you might have to take a lot of steps to get yourself up to the top. That's okay. Join the feet again. Lift halfway, head up. Exhale, take your head down towards your knees. And inhale, let's get ready to come all the way up. Lift up out of the waist. Join the hands, head back, look up. And exhale. Drop your arms down alongside your bodies. We'll do that 4 more times. Inhale, reach up, head back, look up. Exhale, you're going to bend from the hips again and take your hands to the floor, maybe even fingertips. Inhale, lift halfway. Think of a long, flat sort of back, and exhale, hands flat, step back again into your high plank, top of a push-up. Firm all your muscles and lower the knees to the floor. Shift a little forward with your chest and hug your elbows in as you come all the way to the floor. Cobra again. Point the toes back. Inhale, lift your chest, and exhale, tuck your toes under. Push with the hands. Come onto the hands and knees. Good. And then we'll lift your kneecaps and come back into your downward dog. We'll hold for 5 breaths again. So this is 1. Again, bending the knees, okay? If you're tight in the body, 2. Because if you don't bend the knees and you're very stiff in the body, you'll feel like it's very hard to get your hips back and up enough, all right? 3. Just find a comfortable way to be best you can in your downward dog. 4. Feel like you're reaching your heels back and down. Doesn't mean you have to straighten the legs though. And 5, all right? We're going to look forward and take as many steps as you need to get your feet right up to the top. Join the big toes. Again, lift up halfway. Exhale, take your head down towards your knees. And inhale, let's come all the way up again. Reach up out of the waist. Join the hands, look up, and exhale, take your arms down. Okay, 3 more like that. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, bend from the hips. Take the hands to the floor. Inhale, lift halfway. And on your exhale, step back, high plank again, top of a push-up. Okay, lower the knees to the floor. Good. Lift your chin out of the chest. Tuck your elbows in as you come all the way to the floor. Pointing the toes back. Inhale, curl the chest up. Roll the shoulders back. And on your exhale, tuck your toes. Good. Push with your hands. And then lift your knees. Downward dog. All right, 1. So you want to spread your fingers and spread the toes. 2. And again, it's all good if you need to bend the knees. Okay, a little or a lot. 3. Just remember, you want to get the height of your hips as the tallest part of your downward dog. 4. Remember to look towards your knees or belly so you're not trying to lift your head up. And 5. All right, looking forward. Walk up as many steps as you need. Join your feet and lift halfway. Chest moves forward. Exhale, take your head down towards your knees. And inhale, come all the way up. Lift up out of the waist. Reach your arms. Gaze to the thumbs. And exhale, take your arms down. Okay, we'll do that 2 more times. So inhale, reach up. Head back, look up. Exhale. Remember to suck in the lower belly. Bend the knees if you need. Hands to the floor, outside the feet. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Shoulders roll back. Exhale, we'll step back again into high plank. Top of a push-up. Good. Firm your arms in and knees to the floor. Good. Chaturanga. We're going to come all the way down to the belly. Inhale for a low cobra. Feel the strength of your back muscles. And exhale, tuck your toes under and lift up and back into your downward dog. Right? So it's normal to feel like downward dog is, quite a bit of work initially. 1. Good. So your body will over time get stronger. 2. And we'll get more used to these postures. Okay. 3. And again, if you feel like this is too much, it's okay. Just drop the knees to the floor. You can do sort of a modified style of a downward dog. 4. Okay. The main thing is just be comfortable, breathe deeply, and naturally. 5. All right, let's look forward, walk up. Join the feet at the top, lift halfway. Exhale, take your head down. Inhale, come all the way up, push through the feet. Lift the arms up and over your head. Look up to the thumbs. And exhale, take your arms down. Okay, let's do one last one. Inhale, reach up, long arms. Feel the arms lifting to help you lift the ribs up away from the hips. Exhale, bend at the knees. Take your hands to the floor outside the feet. Inhale, remember belly sucks in. Lift your chin out of the chest. Exhale, step back, high plank. Top of a push-up, knees to the floor. And exhale, do a little chaturanga. Inhale, point the toes back, lift the chest. And exhale, tuck your toes under and press back into your downward dog. All right, 1. Again, spreading your fingers and toes. 2, get a little grip of your mat with your fingertips, finger pads. 3, so you can sink your heels back and down towards the floor. So initially, your heels might be lifted, maybe even for a couple of years, doesn't matter. 4, as long as you feel you're lengthening your spine, that's the main and first priority. And 5, ready? We're going to look forward and again, walk. Good. And lift halfway. Remember the feet are together. Lift your chest. Exhale, take your head down towards your knees. And inhale, come all the way up. Lift up out of the waist. Join the hands together. Reach up. And exhale, take your arms down. Okay? So it's going to be a very short practice. Start with that until you get used to moving your body in such a way. It's still building strength, and it's going to build your endurance a little bit. Okay, so now after that, we're going to come to sit on the floor, and I'll show you the last 3 closing postures. Right? So you're going to cross at your ankles, sitting in a cross-legged position. Okay, And then from here, let's take your left arm behind you and take your right arm behind you. Try to hold your elbows or your forearms, whatever is accessible. Inhale, lift your spine, and exhale, just let your head be heavy and take your head down towards the floor. We're going to hold for 10 breaths. So you might be here with the head up a little bit, 1, and that reaches the floor, 2. So the point is we're not trying to force the body, 3. Just trying to feel the body, 4. You want to, for sure, have a little bit of effort practice, but no strain, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay. Inhale, come all the way up, back to a vertical position. We're going to take your arms out, and we're going to do the second last closing posture. So now we make a mudra. You're going to join your thumb and index fingers together and close the other 3 fingers. And then take your wrists to the outside of the knees and squeeze in with your arms a little bit and sit up tall. 1, and we'll just lower the chin towards your chest. 2, and just sit up with a nice tall posture. That's more than good enough. 3, and draw the belly back a little bit. 4, 5, and see if you can breathe. Nice wide breaths. 6. So ideally you're breathing in and out through the nose the whole practice with the mouth sealed. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, and then from here we'll come into the very last posture. So I'll just show you from sideways. What you're going to do is, it's called Utplutihi. It's a little bit of effort, taking your hands now forward of your hips a little bit, okay, but between the knees and the hips basically. You're going to spread the fingers and try to lift your hips up. Okay, 1, and keep your head up. 2, don't be afraid to work. Push with the hands. 3, 4, one day you'll be lifting your feet off the floor. 5, good. But we're starting with baby steps. Even this isn't, super easy. 6, 7, just try your best. Even if you need to come down for a moment, pick it back up. 8, just try your best. 9, and 10. Okay, and then slowly lower the hips to the floor. And then that's it for today. So very simple practice. Doesn't mean it's easy. Like I said, the practice of Ashtanga requires some effort, right? But I promise you there are many rewards to come if you stick with it. So after this, you want to make sure you rest. So take your legs out. Good. And then you're going to come to lie down on the back. Good. And take your arms away from the sides of the body. Let your feet be wider, your heels wider than the hips, and the arms as comfortably wide as you like. A little bit of a tuck of the chin towards your chest so you can feel the back of the neck being wide and relaxed. Closing your eyes. And really, this is not about meditation. This is just simply resting. So let your body feel heavy. Let your body sink into the ground. Imagine the bones getting heavier with every natural exhale. So when you can release the bones, you can feel the rest of the body following and be feeling light. You can feel the muscles softening. Just allow yourselves to let go of all effort. And you can rest as long as you like. Generally speaking, the longer the practice, the longer you might need to rest. Right? So if you like to transition with me to get out of our resting position, you're going to slowly start to bend the knees and step the feet on the ground. Good. Almost reach your one arm over the head, and we'll spin over onto one side of the body. Good. So if it's your right arm up and over your head, you're going to spin onto the right hip and the right shoulder. And then use your left hand on the floor to push and come all the way up to sit. Okay, so nice and easy. All right, we'll come back into cross-legged position for a moment. Good. All right. So congratulations. Perhaps that was your very first yoga practice ever. I would stick with this for a while. Try to practice this every day. It just should be like about a 5-minute practice, right? So that's how you can build a nice practice, nice and consistent, and you can be safe along the way. So you don't just go from 0 to 100. Small chunks, just, chip away at it. Thanks for joining me today, right? Watch out for my future videos to come. I'm going to start to help everybody that's new to the practice build slowly. Okay? Namaste.